I am Mo Lehi. Everyone says I'm Wang Lin's bootlicker. So what if I am? If you saw his power skyrocketing day by day, wouldn't you rush to cling to his thigh too? Who could have known he'd be so monstrously talented, almost like he's hacking reality itself? The first time we met, I was the left-wing demon general of the Heavenly Demon Province. In this ancient monster city, my word was law. Here fists define the rules. Many feared me because my fists were hard as iron. Under my 10-collapse fist, few could remain standing. They said I was savage, that I was domineering. I didn't deny it. In the land of monster spirits, strength is the only truth. I believed in that truth, and I believed in my fists. Until that day, Yao Ji Shui brought a foreign cultivator to see me. She said his name was Wang Lin and he was seeking a position. I narrowed my eyes, appraising him mid-soul transformation stage, weak-looking. I've seen plenty like him before, arrogant, prideful, only to end up beaten and humiliated. I casually threw a 10-collapse fist just to test him. He caught it using some so-called extinguishing finger. Not bad, I thought, but nothing extraordinary either. I casually promised him an inner elder position, but he refused. He insisted on a military command post, an outer position with real authority. Arrogant fool. So I increased my power and unleashed my 10-collapse fist with full strength. He endured until the 4th collapse before failing. As expected, hands behind my back, I said condescendingly, "Step down. You're not qualified to command troops. An elder's position is already more than you deserve." At that time, I thought giving such an outsider even an inner elder role was already a great favor. But what happened next made me look at him differently for the first time. He stood there, eyes blazing with light. Then demonic chi surged skyward around him. His brow glimmered with demonic markings, and he transformed as if into another person. Step by step, he shattered my 5th, 6th, and 7th collapses, even suppressing my 7th collapse fist with a single roar. My heart, calm like an ancient well for thousands of years, stirred for the first time when he charged within 3 zhang of me, but stopped at the perfect moment. I realized this youth was not only gifted, he understood restraint and timing. From that day onward, my attitude toward him quietly changed. I appointed him left commander, granting him military authority, and without noticing my tone became one of equality. But even that was still not enough. When he, for the sake of a mere subordinate 13, charged into my palace alone, breaking through 6 gates in succession, while tens of thousands of demon soldiers failed to stop him, all for the sake of a single word, authority, even I couldn't help but be moved. It was then that I truly realized this youth was no frog in a well. I personally took action and fought him. The instant my 10-collapse fist clashed with his finger of the Emperor's might, I knew at once his strength was no longer beneath my own. Even more terrifying was that palm imprint divine ability of his, carrying the true intent of authority. Even I couldn't see through its depth. At that moment, I cast aside all arrogance. From then on, I faced him as an equal, a fellow powerhouse. We negotiated as peers. I took the initiative to invite him to the capital to participate in the Great Demon General competition, promising to help him secure a general's title. My tone even then carried a trace of deference. When we arrived at the Heavenly Demon City, I arranged for him to stay in the finest guest chamber of my mansion, offering fine wine and exquisite dishes every day. My subordinates, seeing how respectfully I treated him, asked why I honored an outsider so much. I glared at them and said, "What do you know? This youth's future is boundless." During the competition, I lost to Mo Lehi, forfeiting my qualification to continue. At that moment, fear gripped my heart, that Wang Lin might abandon me, and all my plans would come to nothing. I went to his residence, waiting outside for 3 days and 3 nights. When he finally emerged from seclusion, the masterly aura surrounding him made me unconsciously take 2 steps back. I bowed deeply and with unprecedented sincerity said, "Whether I can attain the position of deputy commander or not, it all depends on you, Brother Wang." He nodded calmly in response. On the battle platform, he effortlessly crippled Audi and withstood a full strike from Chief Steward Jin without a change of expression. Standing below the stage, I trembled with excitement, turning to those beside me and saying, "See that? That's the man I placed my faith in." That pride I felt, as though it were I myself standing on that stage winning glory. Later, when ancient monster Bei La and Chief Steward Jin bet against him, publicly humiliating Wang Lin, saying, "I bet you can't strike the drum 5 times. If you succeed, I'll guarantee you the title of Demon General. If you fail, crawl out of the heavenly demon city." I nearly rushed up to tear their mouths apart. When Wang Lin struck the demon drum, once, twice, 5 times, 8, 9, I clenched my fists beneath the stage, even more tense than he was. With every resounding strike, I couldn't help but boast to those around me, "I told you Brother Wang is no ordinary man." When the 15th strike rang out, triggering a heavenly phenomenon, tears filled my eyes. At that moment, what did rank or dignity matter? What did titles or face mean anymore? I rushed forward, before all the demon generals and demon commanders, and without restraint cried out in admiration, "Brother Wang, you are truly a divine being." Afterward, I did indeed become a deputy commander, just as I had wished. But before Wang Lin, I always maintained the utmost respect. Some mocked me. How could a dignified demon general bow to an outsider? I merely sneered and replied, "What do you fools understand? To befriend such a man is the fortune of 10 lifetimes for Mo Lehi." Only later did I learn that mighty soul-refining tribe was founded by him, that before countless witnesses he broke through to the ascendant stage, and that he had ties with the demon emperor, even the ancient monster spirit itself. At that point, I was completely, utterly convinced. As long as he mentioned my name once before the ancient monster sovereign, my days in the land of monster spirits would never be poor again. And indeed, that's exactly what happened. Under his influence, I eventually became the most trusted demon commander under the demon emperor, second only to him above all others. Now looking back, from disdain to equality to reverence, my change in attitude toward Wang Lin was also the growth of my vision and understanding. In this land of monster spirits, strength is the only truth, and Wang Lin, through his power and his character, made me wholeheartedly submit, forget respect. Even if he told me to kneel and lick his boots, I'd still do it gladly, because to witness the rise of a living legend is in itself the greatest honor of my life. Thank you for watching. May your path be filled with power and destiny just like Wang Lin's.